What's up, guys? I got Dave.
Yeah, David. Yeah.
David, nice to meet you. I seen his hat. I like his hat. That's David, and that's
John. How you doing?
John. Nice to meet you. Well, I'm at the track in Las Vegas. We're on the east side, and we're just taking a walk. I said, you know what? These seem like some smart guys. So yeah, so I'm asking him a couple questions.
They're trying to confuse us, but yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's up.
He's got his dog here.
Molly.
David, you first. What makes you wear that hat, sir? What's that hat mean to you?
It means freedom. It means prosperity. It means abundance. It means no more having my personal choice. Like when it came to the COVID-19 stuff, nobody is gonna force me to take a shot to get a job or to do other things, which I know from what I've read, that's a violation of the Nuremberg codes. They have to give you informed consent. If they do not do that, then that is wrong. Also, another thing I like about Trump, he was trying to make America great. That is not racist. What it means by making America great. So every single person in America can have the same economic opportunities that we all deserve. Because it's about putting God first, about growing, because nobody wants to be homeless. Nobody wants to be poor. I mean, I myself, my own personal experience was I do stupid things with my money, and that's my own fault. I'll admit that. I don't.
So you take personal responsibility?
Yes, I had to take personal responsibility. Also, I work in the live events and production industry here in Las Vegas, and I build stages. We have a slow season, we have a busy season, and also, like, if anything that happens with the news is like, oh my God, that's going to affect Vegas because we're so reliant on the corporations here to make sure we have the conventions, to have the trade shows, because that's how I make my living. It's just building the stages, and also I do concerts. And so when it comes to make America great, it means freedom for everyone. It doesn't matter what someone is. I don't care about the color of the person's skin. I don't care what you are. We should have all the opportunities too. We all go through trials and tribulation as well, and we just want America to be prosperous. Is America the greatest country on the planet? That all depends. It's not just America. We can look at Brazil. We can look at Great Britain, and we can look at everybody too. But yes, America has had the most economic opportunities here to succeed as well, and it's about choices, about educating ourselves. Do I believe in education? Yes, I do, but I also believe in the right type of education. I mean, I will admit, I'm 48 years old. I did not know what I wanted to do when I was 19 years old.
We're the same age. I'll be 48 in a couple days.
I figure maybe I should just join the military. I should have gone to the Air Force because I was a stupid kid back then. And I'm still trying to find out what I want to do in my life. I enjoy building stations, but if there's one thing I've also learned about myself, it's like, gotta make sure I have enough money. And what do I worry about? It's the fear of money. I also know it's about the law of attraction. I know we live in a vibrational universe too, and I need to stop focusing on the fear of money, because as this woman, Mary Kate, says, NK Magic Mindset, she says that stop focusing on the fear, because it's your reticular activating system. Focus on what you want. Focus is if you have money right, you're prosperous, and everything will be fine. Now, Trump's a great guy.
This is a tough business to run for president.
I know you're a tough guy, Jeb.
And we need to have a leader that is real tough. You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to the presidency.
Let's see. I'm at 42 and you're at 3, so
far
I'm doing better.
Doesn't matter.
So far I'm doing better. You know, you started off over here, Jeb. You're moving over further and further. Pretty soon you're going to be off the end.
He's no racist.
I am the least racist person. I can't even see the audience because it's so dark. But I don't care who's in the audience. I'm the least racist person in this room.
He's no white supremacist.
Wrong.
I have been around many of the Trump supporters, and we are people who care about this Constitution. Yes, we do love the United States of America, and America is a great country, but we should not have any of the Chinese Communist Party telling us what to do. No foreign interference in our elections. Do we try to tell other countries what to do? Well, possibly with the CIA, but we should not interfere in their elections, just like they should not interfere in our elections. So for me, make America great means prosperity, it means abundance, it means freedom, and knowing we can provide for our families.
Okay, that's a good answer. What about you, John?
I feel pretty much the same way.
Let me get in between you guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could, especially in the last couple of years, to see all the BS going on.
Yeah.
They're trying to brainwash kids, and they're trying to indoctrinate people into believing a bunch of BS, and that's, you know, I think most of the government is just corrupt, you know.
Yes.
And I don't know a whole lot. I've never really been interested in politics.
Mm-hmm.
The last couple years since this COVID scamdemic.
Oh my, that's exactly what I call it.
Yeah. I've been interested. I mean, there's a lot of things I don't understand because I never really studied politics, but I just know that the people, we're getting a raw deal. I mean, there's Congress people that should have been kicked out a long time ago. And if it's by force, it's by force.
Yes.
If it's by a gun, yeah, because, you know, in the Constitution it says we have a right to, how do they put it? We have a right to, like, overthrow like the government against us, the people.
Yes.
You know, it's for the people, by the people, and, you know, we're all getting screwed. And the other issue is they're trying to divide people, divide and conquer. It's going on all kinds of, you know, so many different ways. You know, not politics, families, everything. You know, people get involved and they cause problems within the family, and just, you know, it's fear. People have a fear. That's why all these people believe in get the shots, get your shots.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do one shot. Never going to do any of them.
Mm-hmm.
I never did.
What if they gave you $1 million?
I wouldn't do it.
I swear to God, guys, I did not do any of this. These dudes are just saying what we say.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't do it? Okay.
Yeah,
what about
no,
you saying something about COVID? Sorry.
I never. I work in the live entertainment industry too.
You guys work together?
Sometimes.
Okay.
We're with IATSE 720, and most of the time I work for IATSE or some outside company sometimes. But a lot of everything, when everything shut down, you know, that was it. There wasn't really any work, and but when things opened up again, they were pushing all that COVID stuff. You know, like, they wanted to see proof of vax, which, of course, I just didn't work. And they wanted to do PCR testing, anything that required PCR testing. I was like, no thanks. I'm not into it, you know.
So how did that affect your livelihood when your job or the assignments you had just basically said you can't go to work without a vaccination?
Well, I just didn't work. I had enough money saved up, and I was actually doing home and pet sitting for a friend for probably about 4 or 5 months, and earning money in other ways, you know, and that's what I was doing. And then we were getting the what do they call that money? We were getting a little
stimulus.
The stimulus, which was a joke anyway.
We're going to get into that in a second.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, money from here, money from there, and then I save. I'm pretty good at saving money. I don't gamble. I barely ever drink. I don't do, you know, I don't piss my money away on stupidity. So
good.
I had plenty of money saved up. You know, I bought a bunch of crypto, XRP, Stellar Lumen, some others.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm into crypto. I'm not an expert at any of it, but I know what's going on behind the scenes. I know the banks are involved. There's a lot of partners like Bank of America, Santander, and a whole bunch of others are like involved with Ripple, the company Ripple.
Yeah.
Rosie Rios, the 43rd Treasurer of the United States, she's on the board of Ripple. They're using them for banking and cross-border payments, and, you know, it's just something called Nostro Vostro, which is something to do with one bank holding another bank's money and vice versa. And I don't know all the mechanics of it, but I just know that there's so much use case for those coins, especially on any of the ISO 20022 coins. There's a lot of use case for them. The banks are into it. You know, not like Bitcoin. I don't think Bitcoin's going anywhere. Okay. But there's really no use case. And of course, the fees are expensive too. You know, transaction fees are so expensive, gas fees, whatever. And Ethereum's the same way. And then there's all these meme coins that, unless somebody like Elon Musk or whatever is talking about it, it goes way up. And, you know, they do their little thing here and there. But other than that, I'm just interested in a couple cryptos, and that's about it.
So you like the cryptos that have utility?
Oh, 100%.
Not the meme coins.
No.
We call them the shit coins.
Shit coins, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't, and I'm not a trader. I just buy.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't think the emotion behind the trading is just, I get it. I get it about, like, you know, people buy at the wrong time and they sell at the wrong time. But it's a little bit too emotional for me. I got too much going on in my life right now where I can't I don't have the mind to sit down and study the market and do all that stuff. I'm like, I buy what I know it's good, what's going to go way up in value, and just holding, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you look at Bitcoin as a store of value?
Yeah.
Because that's what I do. I don't do the other ones. I just do Bitcoin.
Just Bitcoin. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I just hold it. And
I just I listen to. I'm gonna plug a couple people I listen to on. I guess that's the word you use that I listen to on YouTube. It's Brad Kimes of Digital Perspectives.
Okay.
And James Rule XRP. And I listen to them a lot. There's a lot of others that, a lot of them share the same information. They're all in the same space and they share a lot of the same information. But those are the people I listen to. And, I don't think Bitcoin's going anywhere, but it's like the first cell phone. It's like a Nokia. I don't remember the Nokia phone, but it was gray and it had Snake on it. That's Bitcoin.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
I've
I'm not putting down Bitcoin, but it's, they would have to build another, however they build the, whatever, like the information when they build a coin, however, I don't know the whole technical aspects of it because I'm not a real technical guy, but however they take the programming and create a coin, they would have to actually create another, they would have to use whatever technical thing that they do to have that like embedded in it in order for it to do more.
Okay.
It's a store of value, I believe, Bitcoin and even Ethereum, but I just wouldn't buy it. It's too expensive. The way to make money to me with the cryptos is you got to buy them low, sell them as they're going, up and down, all that, through the support and resistance and everything.
Yep.
And then, but other than that, buy what has got a lot of utility and is going to go somewhere. Even if you have to hold on to them for 4, 5, 6 years, who knows? You buy it for $1 and you don't know if there's enough utility, it could be worth 5, 10 grand a coin after that, within time.
Yeah.
It's all about the adoption. It's about the adoption, if they're adopting like XRP, it's being used for, it's got real use case.
Yes.
The coins that have real use case, and I'm not bashing Bitcoin, but I'm just interested in what has a lot of use case. I believe Bitcoin is a store of value, of course, but to me, it's too expensive right now to make money with it. If you're trading,
in the beginning, if you'd have bought it in the beginning, in the
I wish
couple
I did
thousand.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I wish I did buy it in the beginning. Yeah. If I bought it in the beginning, I wouldn't be living in an apartment. I'd buy a house, and I would have bought a home and paid it off, and a nice truck, an SUV, maybe a sports car.
I was gonna buy 10 Bitcoin when they're at 3,000. I had 30 grand sitting on the side, and I was just like, nah, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy it. Man, I wish I would have.
And it went up to like 60 at one point.
69, almost
69?
70. Almost 70, yeah. So you know what we'll do? After this interview, we'll talk. I'll explain to you more about Bitcoin, and then you explain to me more about the ones that you're in, and we'll talk about
basically that. What I explained about XRP is pretty much what I know about it. I just know from listening.
But you direct me to the videos we want. But because my channel is mostly for gold and silver.
Okay.
So and economics and politics. So let me ask you a question, John. You with me? Okay. So do you know anything about gold and silver?
I just know what the banks have been. When
Let me go on this side.
When it comes to gold and silver, I do know the banks have been buying more physical gold and silver.
Yes.
Because I know from what many experts have said, we are going to a new financial system. It has to do with the quantum financial system. I mean, everyone talks about the CBDCs, the central banks' digital currencies. It's not just that, but also it has to do with Sarah. And I know when it comes to Sarah, it means that the banks have to be the banks have to be Basel IV, Basel III compliant. It means that they have to have their assets and physical gold and other precious metals to operate. Because if they are not Basel IV compliant, then they will shut down. So when the Sarah does, it's about prosperity. It's about abundance because paper gold is not just good. Physical gold will always go up. Why? Because it acts as a hedge against inflation. And once you have money that's backed by gold, silver, and other precious metals, that means instead of having inflation, having hyperinflation, we will have deflation because that means that prices will go down. As for NESARA, as for the quantum financial system, until it's announced, we don't know what's going on yet. But I've read some various articles. I go on Telegram. I go like Mr. Trump Taxes channels. The real Sherry Ray. She has a BitChute channel. She talks about stuff. She talks about like, the original Mark Z with the guy Mr. Mark C, Mark Control. Talks about the codes. But until then, we don't know what's gonna be. But I do know back in 2020 when we had COVID-19, from what I've read, I don't know if this is true or not, but from what I've read, and I know that there was a joint military operation there when they raided the tunnels underneath the Vatican City. They found like over $34.6 quadrillion in gold bullion. And so there was 650 plane loads that was taken out of that to take it back to we, the people, because it has to do with the cabal, it has to do with the Khazarian mafia, with the Rothschilds, with the Rockefellers, with the DuPonts, with all these 13 families that control the entire money system and control the world. So I've read they're out, but that's why we are moving away from the old cabal fiat money system, and we are moving back to gold-backed currency, the rainbow currency. And that's why I do know about physical gold and silver. If you buy gold, but it's just paper, it's not worth anything. You actually want to possess a physical gold in your hand, because it was always act as against a hedge against inflation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much the same what I hear, because David and I listen to a lot of the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't pulled the trigger, so to speak. And
you guys haven't got any gold or silver? How about silver?
I don't have any gold or silver. I have tons of friends that are into gold and silver, and I have not bought any.
Are they in hiding? Do they say, "Oh man, I can't show my face"? Because a lot of YouTubers nowadays. You guys want to go this way?
Yeah, that's cool.
A lot of YouTubers nowadays, they don't show their face when they're doing gold and silver videos.
Yeah, because I don't want anybody to know who they are.
Yeah.
If you don't mind if I interject either.
Sure.
Also, you want to check out a guy named Russell J. Gould, Gould. He has a documentary about the last American flag, because I know from what I've read and what he said, the United States has been three bankruptcies. The last bankruptcies was back in 1999, and then he says something to do with the Constitution, but it was about a debt with Benjamin Franklin. I'm not really sure, but he just knows because we're still in the corporation. We still have to have free and fair elections. But if you go to Russell J. Gould, he talks more in depth about what the Constitution is. He created like the quantum financial system. He created like it's all contracts. But Russell J. Gould, I mean, he is an American hero too, and that's what I would say about the new quantum financial system. But whatever will be, will be. I just want America to be great again. Not just America, but the entire world too. It doesn't matter. Well, from Brazil to Iran to Afghanistan to Israel to China, all of us deserve to be prosperous and to achieve abundance. To serve our God, whoever our God is. That's what life is about. We all struggle, but I would say check out Russell J. Gould, because he has a lot of information on YouTube as well. Really, a very brilliant mind too. I'm smart, but I'm not as smart as he is. He really knows this stuff too.
Well, we get smart talking to smart people and listening to smart people. And I just got a little smarter today.